No.
We dance though.
Yeah, honestly, Bay Area is really, well, they're not the only reason, but they're about the independent space of California.
Oh, for sure.
Absolutely.
Cheap short, B40.
They got it from JT to B3.
They sure did. He was the one who started it. He is.
JT.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Think so?
I don't think so. Like,
he was like the original starter.
Yeah.
Independent.
Yeah. He
I'll
put
never
Master
forget-
P on. They got the same deal at the same time. Yeah.
really?
Yeah.
You'd be surprised about the history of people who never get props and never even know about it. Robin from the hood. Oh, there it is. Robin from the hood. I don't know why I'm happy. I'm not happy. No, you look like you were actually talking to me for a second.
I don't want to do that. How's the air up there, too?
It's not like I'm towering over you, okay?
You act like you.
I mean,
Amazon.
I
The
feel.
Amazon Dawn.
I kind of feel big Boston washes.
Yes. What is going on?
What episode is this?
59.
Oh, we almost to 60. Oh, he's gonna be 60.
Right? The 6 on the Devil Day.
Well, okay, calm down. Calm down. It's not the Devil's Day.
Okay.
I tell you, people who are Christians are so judgmental. That's that Christian talk. The Devil's Day.
Lord.
Of one of the 365 days of the Lord, that we worship the devil.
I don't even know what you're talking about. But
Hey,
I see we got a few people tuned in, so we're going to go ahead on and get rolling this good Thursday. So, no further ado. Hello, and welcome to the Necessary Unnecessary Podcast. I'm your host, Nip Swag. This is your host, Frisco, say no more, in the building.
I need to laugh. Really? DH in the building? Dollar Hill play?
Why? So today's episode 59, and we're talking about Robin Hood or Robin the Hood. So earlier this week, I seen a few posts about Big Meech being released.
Oh,
He's in a halfway house.
chillax.
I guess his sentence got shortened. He's been down for quite some time.
How long you been gone?
It's been a good 10, 15, something like that.
Yeah, because I remember that's been more than 2 years, because when I got to Atlanta in 2007, I'll never forget, they was like, you just missed the Meech era.
Oh.
I missed by like a couple years.
No, man.
I was hurt. It was hurt.
That's when it was like.
I mean, they was letting the floor, the stuff on it. It was like.
So that's, and then you had a topic earlier this week. You said, how much are Black people doing for Black people?
Oh, yes.
So we wanted to combine the two and see, are people like Meech and Rick Ross and Lil D, are they Robin Hoods or are they Robin the Hood? I don't know. I know none of them personally, so I'm only dealing in theory. But you know, I did see a lot of drug dealers growing up, and you know, they were pretty, you know,
in the hood.
They was getting their money.
In the hood.
You know what I mean? And some people benefited from them.
Always.
And some people's life was destroyed because of them. So, are they Robin Hoods or are they Robin Hood?
Probably both. But it's like, I always say this. I'm like, I look at certain rappers and their success, and I'm like, bro, you only came up because you was selling drugs. You know what I mean? Like,
you had an unlimited investment pool.
Right. It's like, you hustled selling drugs, but nigga, you was selling drugs. It's not like you was working at McDonald's saving up every check. You know what I mean? Like, and then what kind of drugs are you selling?
Right.
That's the other thing.
I mean,
and are you selling drugs is one thing, but now are you robbing people to get money to sell drugs? Are you robbing other drug dealers, which is causing more crime in the hood? You see what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Or are you like that drug dealer who buys your shit from somebody and you do what you do on your own, you sell it and you just keep it pushing? You know what I mean? Or are you trying to be a big Meech? Or are you trying to be the next Neon Brown? Like, what the fuck is going on? It just depends.
So like I said, I didn't know say Meech or Ross or them personally, but the dudes that I did know who was, you know, touching in the hood, it was like, I don't know. They was like
committing other crimes.
I'm talking about to me personally. They were very interesting people. You know, I never got at them like, oh, put me on. You know what I mean? But I knew people that probably could put me on, but I don't know. That never just was something that I just wanted to do. You know what I mean? It's like I saw both sides. Yeah, I see the money. I also see what it's doing. You know what I mean? But people want to buy it, so let them buy it, because if they ain't gonna get it from you, they gonna get it from somebody else.
But see, that's the mentality that keeps it going in the community.
I mean, it goes with us.
But we're not helping. You know what I'm saying? Like, we're making it worse with that mentality. Oh, if I don't sell it to you, somebody else will. So I didn't get my money, so I'm gonna sell it to you. And that's why it keeps growing in our community, and that's why it will never end or stop, because we keep up with that same, oh, well, shit, he gonna sell it to you, so let me do it first. I think that we should just stop selling it as a whole.
I think that the government would have done much better than to make it a war on drugs. The war on drugs was against the dealers. If they would have made the war on drugs against the users, then the demand is gone, and so the supply is not necessary. So if you attack the dealers, it's still a demand. And it's still a supply. You just taking dealers out and somebody else just take their place and it perpetuates and go on. But if you put that into rehabilitation for users, then, you know, just like now, crack is out of style at this point. You know what I mean? Crack is not cracking no more. So it's no, you know, demand for it. And meth is not a solely hood drug, so it's kind of scattered about. It's not like it's not like a methademic, which it is, but not like the crack epidemic was. You can't compare the two, because the crack epidemic.
I don't think so. Like, I've seen a lot of documentaries and movies about the opioid, because now it's reaching white people.
That's what I'm saying. It's not doing to the black community what crack did. Now
it's doing to the white community is what I'm saying. Okay. And that's why.
So it'll stop there.
Exactly, and that's why they was like, hold on, let's shut this whole thing down, because now it got to white people. Now it's too serious.
I think our biggest issue right now at this point in time is fentanyl. Whatever that is, whatever that is, y'all need to stop that. You need to stop selling it. You need to stop using it.
You know what they say? We're producing, but I don't know.
You need to keep that wherever. What is this? Fentanyl. Just ain't know. We need Nancy Reagan to tell y'all, just ain't know the fentanyl.
They don't even know what is in that. People are.
I know, because somebody's making it. I seen a documentary where they was making fentanyl. It's not a chemist making that stuff, and they don't know how much fentanyl to put in there or not. They just in there doing whatever they doing to it. They putting it, you know, and people are dying like instantly off one hit. So I think that that fentanyl stuff, you need to cut that out.
So in other words, we think they are robbing the hood at the end of the day.
I think that it is a business.
But anything can be made into a business. Hell, prostitution is a business.
It is. That's like, big business.
No.
I was reading about prostitution in Genesis. I ain't gonna lie, that
right, selling the badge has always been a thing. Like,
that came before crack. That's the first crack being sold. Coochie crack.
But it is though, because once women realized the power that they had,
anything can't be a business though. There has to be a demand and there has to be a
That's
supply.
Always gonna be a demand and a supply. For the coochie.
You're not talking about that. Though.
Oh, I thought that's what we were talking about.
That's what you're talking
No,
about.
you talking about coochie.
We're
crack.
talking about, you said, I think they're robbing the hood. I said, I think that it's a business. I think that you can't rob people who are spending money with you. Now, what they're spending their money on, if it's destroying them, yeah, it's wrong, but they are spending their money on the stuff, and you sell the stuff. So, you know.
You're killing your people.
You are.
So you're robbing them of their life.
And people are paying to kill themselves to sell suicide. So let's say it like this though, right? So say it's a suicide knife epidemic and you sell knives. Are you gonna stop selling knives?
That's totally
because people are using the knives to kill themselves?
You can't compare the knife to that, like, that's totally different.
Just like this came on by itself, making it ready for the Halloween.
Listen, it sure is coming by itself.
Let's see if we got any comments.
I haven't seen any yet, but a knife and drugs are two different things.
They both will kill you.
No, but one will kill you a lot faster.
A knife.
And one can be used as a weapon. It can be used as a tool to feed you and your family with, protect, build a home, like skin an animal for you to survive. It's totally different. Drugs is a man-made chemical or something that someone put together with a bunch of bullshit to make you feel a certain way. And you don't know how your body is going to react to that. You are not going to die by holding this knife in your fucking hand.
Okay, I'll say this. They are both uplifting and destroying the hood at the same time. For those who are benefiting from their business, they are uplifting. For those who are being destroyed or killed from their business, they are destroying. So I think it's
not balanced.
Both.
A life
it's
is
a little
worth
bit of both.
No, a life.
And it depends on what kind of,
If you're destroying a life is worth more than any money.
Okay.
Your life is worth more than any money on this earth, is it not?
Not if I put a hit on you. That's gonna run about 10 racks.
Every human life is worth more than any dollar on this earth. So with that being said,
but somebody can put a hit on you, bro. 10 G's. Get it done.
10 G's, G. No, but look, realistically, like, moral of the story is a life is worth any amount of money. Like, if someone say, I wanna buy your cousin, you're like, nah, there's no amount of money you're gonna want to sell your cousin for. Or someone comes and says, I want to buy your wife. I mean, some people might like, give me $1 million, you can have this bitch. But for real though, like, you know what I mean? Like, your life is worth more than that. So if you are doing something to
a life of someone that
help
you know is valuable to you, but people that you don't know, it's kind of like
you don't know. So that means you shouldn't treasure them. You should respect them as a person in their life. You walk by people every day. You're not walking down the street shooting people. You're respecting that this is a life. These are people, and I don't want to go to fucking prison. So it's the same thing. Like at the end of the day, yes, they make money. They may buy books for the kids and put some money into the church. But is that worth the lives that you were destroying? The child now whose mom just OD'd on your damn heroin. Like, was it worth that brand new Benz? For real? Like the Benz is worth more than now this child's gonna grow up with no mother because she OD'd on your drugs. Is it worth the little boy who just went to prison for the rest of his life because he got caught selling drugs for the drug dealer? Now he's 16 getting locked up and he's got to do this amount of time. Like, was it worth throwing away this kid's life to sell drugs? You know what I mean? Like, you have to think more than, yeah, they make money and it's a business, but it destroys people all different ways, for real, when you look at it.
For sure.
Never forget you, man.
No, for real. I mean, that's never been like something that I aspire to be.
No. I know that.
You know what I mean?
Right. No, I know that, but I'm just saying.
Let me see. 2 brothers from the hood. One goes to school after graduation and one sells drugs. The one who graduates from college can't get a good paying job. Right. The one who sells can't find a job either. Mm-hmm. Yeah, but he got money though. He don't need no job.
See, that is not the agenda we're pushing. No. Yes. it's very, and the drug dealers now are very, very much glorified. Like this shit is crazy how much.
And then,
It's like in every rap song. Like if you're not selling drugs or rapping about selling drugs, just don't make a rap song.
Drug selling is not the lucrative career that
it's
it used
not,
to be.
but that's what they rap about in the
if
songs.
you sell weed, you probably making more than
selling coke.
Yeah, you could open up, and you could do that legally. So
it's not
if
easy.
you want to get to that, I mean, it's not easy.
Yeah, that's right. It's
a lot of stuff, but I want to say I seen a post like so long ago, and it said, if you could run the block, you could run a Fortune 500.
I love real shit.
You know
yes,
what
indeed.
I mean? If you could run a block, you could run a Fortune 500.
Facts.
If you could run a gang, you could be a supervisor.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying.
You know what I mean?
That's
so
what used to be a boss.
Take your game and implement it into the mainstream and get legitimate money, and you'll have, less worries. You won't be.
You'll look over your shoulder.
You know what I mean? It might not be as fast, but it'll last, and it'll be, you know what I mean, an investment.
That's some real shit. And you'll be able to sleep at night a lot better, I'm sure.
I mean,
if you're not selling drugs, that takes a big weight off your shoulders versus if you do.
I think that, honestly, I had an opportunity to experience like everything the game had to offer. You know what I mean? Just in the mix, shaking and baking, doing things like I never, classify myself as just this one thing. Oh, I want to be a pimp, or I want to be a drug dealer, I want to be a this, I want to be that. I mean, I was just outside, shaking and baking, seeing what's cracking. You know what I mean? I tried it for like 2 minutes and stuck. I'm like, I ain't got time for this. I don't have time for this. Here, give me that. Go.
I'm serious like that.
But
I can't with you.
I just knew my mother would have a fit.
Oh man,
Hi, Mom.
She would not be happy about that. Man, can you imagine?
So, I think that I'll say from all that I've learned and all of that, like I never aspired to be like, just a kingpin. That's never been one of my aspirations. But I did learn a lot to apply to things that I want to do now. You know what I mean? Like, I learned so much. And you have to be able to translate that into mainstream society and translate that into a language of currency, whether it be real estate, whether it be human services, whether it be entertainment, whether you have to be able to translate that game, put it in the mainstream, plug it in, find a glitch in the matrix and run it into the ground, but you don't got to destroy people. You can do it just as much by helping folks.
Exactly.
It don't take a little bit longer. You're gonna work a little bit harder. It ain't gonna be as fast, but it will last a lifetime, and the impact of it, will go on. Like right now, I'm doing human services. I'm helping people.
He's definitely. We need to get this man the medal here. He is definitely.
Now, who would have thought that? You seen me when I was outside ripping and running and this, that, and the third. Who would have thought that?
We were very, very young.
But had I been cut short back then, had I would have not, you know what I mean? Had I would have got into this, because it wasn't like I couldn't have fell into the traps and pitfalls of the, you know what I mean? There's a few times I thought I was through. But once you make it through, don't go back.
I don't know that way.
You know what I mean? Don't go back. Use that to elevate.
She was scared of the prison, bro. I'm like, I ain't gonna lie. I just be like, wait, me in jail? Like,
yeah, just sucks.
I've done that before, but not for no 10, 15, 20 years.
Yeah,
what?
that is.
A good 12 hours. That was enough for me. I was like, oh, this is what. Oh.
The hell?
I am not doing anything illegal.
I know a lot of people that did a lot of time, and I definitely feel for them for sure.
Some of them are doing, some of them don't. They know who they are, especially when repeat offenders who like to go on vacation. Shout out to y'all. But some of them, just with some of those people that I know, right? The crimes that they committed, some were detrimental to society, and some were not. You know what I mean? even the ones that were not, I'm like, why do you want to keep going through that lifestyle? You know what I mean? That cycle. And then when you get out, it's hard because you're not making the money that you were making before. You got to start all over, literally from scratch. You know what I mean? Yeah. You got to report in. It's a bunch of stuff you got to do. And it's like, why even put yourself through any of that shit? Like,
I know, because I
think about consequences, baby.
The mass incarceration of the black man. But some of you niggas,
some of you niggas need to stay like that.
But nah, for real.
Some of y'all,
like, come on, man. Nah, but I'm definitely against the system is cold. You know what I mean? You put us in these situations like I said, a few times I could have been through just to try to on some make it through the day type stuff. You know what I mean?
But you're not.
Yeah, I'm not, because I was blessed. I was, all kinds of stuff. I had a good family. I did that. Like, it definitely took a whole village to keep me from crashing out. Even like people who was in the game, like, man, you don't need to be doing all this. What are you doing? Go to the studio or something. Go to school, go to work, you know what I mean? Even people who standing right next to me doing wrong will tell me to do right. They like,
everybody needs that content.
You got to see more for yourself. All right. Let's see. What's your necessary and your unnecessary? You had a village helping you everywhere. I just said that. I just said that. Did I not just say that? I just said that.
I used to see him at school and he'd be like, classmate.
Right. I be at school messing around.
He was always messing around.
But,
he went to school.
I was in the right places. I was in the wrong places. I was in the short places. I was in the long places.
All right. So my necessary about Robin Hood and not Robin Hood, I feel like it's very necessary to. I don't know. The unnecessary. Let me do necessary first. Unnecessary is anything that is going to harm another person, but you're going to gain the benefit. To me, that's just unnecessary. I personally can't live with myself knowing I did this, but the other person is going to suffer in another way that is just inhumane. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Because I wouldn't want that on me or my children. So that's one unnecessary. Do unto others as you want them to do unto you. And that'll be my necessary.
You're doing to others. Okay, that's
true.
That's great. Okay, so my necessary is to be a Robin Hood, because not so much as far as robbing from the rich and giving to the poor, but if you find a glitch in the matrix and you have an opportunity to put other people on, then put other people on to something positive, something lasting, something that will help you build your dream and help create their dream as well. Don't keep people down, create bosses around you. Because real bosses are not intimidated by making bosses, you know what I mean? You being a boss don't take away from me being a boss. It's all right to
crabs in a barrel.
It's okay to create bosses around you, because then y'all can boss up together and get to another level. We so focused on the level that we at that we never see the big picture. You know what I mean? It's elevation, cause we have yet to reach the mountaintop.
We got a long
I might not get there with you, but
we got a long
I might spark the mind and get to that thing, man. You feel me? That's my necessary. Pay it forward, put positivity out, put people on to, I share information with people. If you ask me, I'll tell you if I know for sure, So I would say that's my necessary. My unnecessary. It's just cold-hearted, blatantly destruction and chaos and mayhem and violence, because it ain't even really about the drugs. People got free will. They're going to buy whatever they want to buy, and that's just why. But it is the violence and the chaos and turmoil and fatality of it that makes the whole thing kind of like, because I think crack started as a party drug. People like, oh, I'm fit to go get me some crack. Can go there.
It was actually coke. Was the party drug?
Nah, they thought it was until 2
Crack-
weeks later.
Crack wasn't really the party drug. It was just like, I think it was more of like the escape drug.
Well, they were partying off of that.
They sure would. That first hit, that's
So,
it.
I would just say that's my necessary and my unnecessary.
It's beautiful.
Tune in next time, bro. We'll talk about
Halloween.
Halloween is next Thursday.
My favorite.
Tune in, tap in with the necessary, unnecessary
And
podcast.
we're gonna have my friend on. She's beautiful. It's ECR.
Yeah. Too loud for that.
And me and my pose, I was like,